I've known Max and Robert in high school. They graduated and I dropped out. They were my first bands, joined crappy little bands after that and separated, but we came back together. We escaped our fate, kind of, so I made that band name and I was like, we're gonna make it in this band. But then all of a sudden, we jump into this new band, and all these bands start coming out, like, that are actually really good, like Panic at the Disco. Higher came out of there, you know.
Killers came out of there.
Killers, you know. I mean, that came out of nowhere. It just spawned, and just blew up in the Vegas scene.
It was our first show ever, and the place was packed. Like, it was actually at a bar. It was 21 and over.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of fans who had heard us through MySpace and all that, trying to sneak in. There was, like, fights everywhere because the kids just wanted to get in, and they couldn't make it in.
We almost got kicked off our stage before we ever got to play.
We won a song contest on the radio station of X175. Snowball effect after that. Brett was really, the owner of Epitaph, was really stoked on that.
And I was like, Epitaph? I was like, who's on Epitaph? Brett turned out to be the owner and guitar player at Bad Religion, so I felt like an idiot after that.
Dying's the latest fashion. Some girls get themselves all done up, and nowadays they look kind of dead. It's like, dying is your latest fashion. We like rock and roll.
He sings all about just his opinions of things of today and how things are. And I mean, he just voices how he feels about it. But
or like a drug addiction or sex.
It's not so like cookie cutter. It kind of like branches out into everything.
How does it feel when tears freeze when you cry?
Our video is called Not Good Enough for Truth and Cliche. We just recorded that out in LA. It takes place like this cafe. It kind of has a Romeo and Juliet type theme to it.
It got grueling though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty gnarly sitting to have to play the same thing over and over and over, you know what I mean? But it's part of it, but it's still good.
They would show us the screen of us, made it the level of motivation. Like, we're like, God, man, they're like, well, look. I was like, whoa, keep going. You know, like, it made us...
Kind of sick and tired of all these bands that come out, like, they got, like, one good song. Then they kind of like just shut like, oh, you know, we've made it, we got our hit, blah, 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 blah. They're not hungry for it. They don't bring it every time,
it's that attitude.
And that's what we're about. We bring it every
the
time,
attitude. You have to have the attitude. You gotta be badass, dude. We
that.
do like crazy stuff. Like I'll throw the mic and do front flips and grab the mic. Just something that's not normal thing. You can't do normal things. You know, just stand there.
At Warped Tour, he jumped off the PA speakers into the crowd, feet first, broke a kid's wrist. The kid caught him, his wrist broke, and he said it was the best way he could ever break his wrist in his life.